Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles for the edification and knowledge. The water, Ba'ashem Yoshua, for putting the spirit of the elders and apostles so we come edify regarding this truth and knowledge. Call holy Ba'ashem Yoshua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Revelations 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and the power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. That horse represents power. And that they should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword. And that relates to Edom, man. Esau, Edom, man. That red horse, man. To take, through the blessing of that sword, man. To take peace from the earth, man. Because what? The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked, man. Job 9:24. So he's that, he's pretty much that hammer of the earth, man. He's that tool for destruction to take peace from the earth, man. Let's go to I'm gonna go to Job 9:24. Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges, which are the Israelites thereof. If not, where and who is he, man? That's the one in power, man. That's the one who has the power. That's that red horse who has the power to take peace from the earth. The scripture talking about Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And why they mourning? Because the ones in power, man. Because the wicked are in power. Part of them mourning is them being in power and taking that peace from the earth, man. So the people have to bear the rule of the wicked, man. So they're mourning. That's on Proverbs 29:2. So when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. If the righteous were in authority, which they will be, people are going to rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, people mourn. We have to bear the rule of the wicked, man. Unrighteous decrees, wickedness, just a total vibration that's very uncanny, very strange, very weird, and not normal, man. So they had to. We have to bear relating to their rulership, man. So they're going to mourn. So the people are going to mourn, man, because you have a wicked, unrighteous ruler. You know. All right, let's continue on. Let's go to Isaiah 59:19. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and the glory from the rising of the sun. And when the enemy shall come like a flood, they're going to come like a flood. Flood is like what? Raging water, man. That's how the enemy's going to. That enemy's like that flood rushing, raging water, man. It's going to come a time they will come like a flood in the not so distant future, man. Very close. Scripture talks about high time to wake out of sleep because our salvation may be nearer than we believe. So we got to wake up and be not be in a state of slumber, because certain things are manifesting and pretty quickly. So that enemy is going to come like a flood, man. And the standard, and we read the rest. So we'll start from the top. And so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and the glory from the rising of the sun. And when the enemy shall come like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard, a form of protection against them, man. So lift our hedge of protection. He's also going to put powers in men, man. Spiritual powers as well. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 2:11. Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant of his devices, man. Men of the Lord not ignorant of his devices. If it be possible, even this scripture talks about he'll be able to deceive even the elect, man. But it's not possible. So his devices relates to his ploys, his schemes, his stratagems, man. So they're not ignorant. We're not ignorant of it. Because the men of the Lord are very spiritually discerned. They see right through that. They see through that darkness, man. They have the spiritual eyes of an owl, man, or the eyes of an owl to see through the darkness, see through the deception. So they're not ignorant of the devil's devices, man. And that's the carnal counterpart, the ones who's empowered. That's who that is. Go to 1 Peter 5:8, because like I said, I will go with 59. He's going to be like that roaring lion, waiting to devour. 2 Peter 5:8, real quick. Be sober, be vigilant. So be vigilant, be watchful, be sober-minded, be conscientious, be sober, be awake, man. Be not in a state of slumber, man. Because your adversary, the devil, Satan, which is the adversary, and that's the carnal counterpart, that's the one in power, man. As a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour, because he's on a hunt to sift and take out, man. Especially the ones in his truth, man. Go to I'm going to go to Genesis, talk about a little bit of characteristics. Go to Genesis 25. Start with 31. This talks about when Esau wanted some food. Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright." And Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?" And Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he sware unto him, and he sold the birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils. And he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So Esau never liked his birthright. He sold it for pretty much red stew, man, or pottage. So that's how much he cared about his birthright, man. He hated it, man. Let's go to 27 of go to 27 of Genesis. We're going to talk about relating to Esau. I can go to the point. I'll go to 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, the dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So Esau's the one in power, man. By that sword, by that sword he shall live. So by that sword he's going to live, man. He was given, by that sword he would gain the fatness of the earth. He would gain the fatness of everything, all the resources, all the minerals, the ores, everything, by the blessing of the sword. And relating to, and by that sword thou shalt live. Through that sword he will live. And shall serve thy brother. Relating to the younger shall, the elder shall serve the younger, man. I believe that's in Romans. Let me say it real fast. Romans 9 chapter. Let me say, hold up. Romans 9 and I believe it's 12. And it said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. So Esau's going to serve Jacob, man. For Esau's the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning that follows. 2nd Ezra 6:7 through 9, or 6 and 9. So ultimately, Jacob's going to supplant Esau Edom, man. Supplant means take over, man. Go to I'm going to read and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, which is his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, and I will slay my brother Jacob. So that hatred, that perpetual hatred, Ezekiel 35, that perpetual hatred to no end, man. Now his spirit goes back to being Cain, man, because that spirit of Cain is the Esau. He's the Cain is the progenitor of Esau, man. So through reincarnation, his spirit was put back into Esau, man. The spirit of Cain is put back into Esau, man. So that hatred he had, just like Cain had that hatred for his brother Abel, man. So Esau has that hatred for Jacob, man. Because fast forward, they are, they are that Cain and Abel, man. That spirit came back through, they just called Jacob and Esau. So it's a continuation, you know what I mean? But that hatred is a continuing hatred because that spirit, that's the characteristics and that trait of that spirit are the same. They just went to a new, different body. That's regeneration. That's reincarnation. It's just in a different host, but the operation of that spirit is still the same. Let's continue on. Go to Ezekiel 35 and 5. Ezekiel 35 and 5. Ezekiel 35 and 5. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare in Shalakia, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Wrong verse, Shalakia on that. Number 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Perpetual is a continuing hatred, or something that's continuing. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force, by using that sword, or the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had in it. That's that perpetual hatred. That's the continuing hatred, man. Go to go to Hebrews 12 and 16. Go to Hebrews 12 and 16. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person. Profane persons is unholy, pretty much defiled person, man. That's Esau Edom, man. He's a very, there's nothing holy about him because he's created to be wicked, man. He's I'm gonna read that again. Unsanctified, unholy, impious. That's Esau Edom, man. Let there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. He sold his birthright for some soup. Give him a chicken give him some chicken and a bag of wings. He probably sell everything else, man. And so that lets you know what kind of low character of entity that he is, man. To do that, man. But he hated his birthright, man. The whole lie, he said that his birthright was taken, but he sold it, man. But ultimately, it was designed that way anyway. It was designed for him to do what he do. He has his role, just like everybody else has his role. Let's continue on. Let's go to Psalm 17 and 13. Psalm 17 and 13. This is Psalm 17 and 13. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked. That's the one in power, which is thy sword. Go to Jeremiah 15 and 13 and 23. Jeremiah 13:23. Jeremiah 13:23. Can an Ethiopian change his skin, or a leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So he was designed to be and built to be a certain way, man. Unless the powers that be changed that. And that's a more deeper level, but he was designed to be what he's created to be, man. If he's created accustomed to be evil, he was created to be accustomed to be evil, man. That's the spirit that was given to him, man. That was what the Lord chose as scripture talks about this vessel fitted for destruction, man. He's that vessel, man. So he's ultimately a vessel fitted to not only be destroyed, but fitted to for dishonor first, then to be destroyed, man. So he was created to be a certain way. He was created to be a certain vessel that the Lord wanted him to create it. He created him to be in a manner that the Lord had his choosing to create it to, in the way he wanted to create him, in his manner, Shalakia. Let's continue on. Got a little tongue twisted. So the Lord created that vessel for the purpose that the Lord wanted to create it for. Let's go to John 10:10. Before I get to that, though, I'll read a little bit. real fast. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel into honor and another into dishonor. So the honor is Jacob and the other is the dishonor is Esau. What if Yahweh willing to shew his wrath to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, which is the ones in power. They're fitted for destruction. So one was designed for honor and the promise, and the other was designed for dishonor and ultimately destruction. Go to John 10 and 10. John 10 and 10. A thief cometh not, but to steal and to kill and destroy. That's the characteristics and traits of the ones in power, man. They come to steal, to kill, and destroy. That's what they've done historically. That's the characteristics of what they are, man, and the traits that they do, man. The characteristics and traits they have, man. So basically, they're not a nice. It's not a nice person, man. In a matter of speaking, read that again. A thief cometh not, but to steal and kill and destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. That's ultimately Yahweh. So that thief represents the ones in power, the wicked, man. Go to Psalms 140 and 140 and 1 through 4. Deliver me, O Lord Yahweh, from the evil man, which is the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man, which is the wicked, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continue, are they gathered together for war, man. And they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent adders, and poison under their lips. Salah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings, man. So that's what the wicked want to do, man. In Proverbs 24 and 2, let me see. Because he imagined mischief in his heart. So he imagined to do harm, man. Mischief's pretty much to do harm or malicious intent, man. Proverbs 24 and 2. Proverbs 24 and 2. I'll read that real fast. For their heart studieth destruction. The wicked studieth destruction. Their heart wants to do mischief, man. They're a violent man. They're an evil man. Their heart studieth destruction. Their lips talk of mischief. That's the wicked. That's the characteristics of the wicked. And that deception is part of their weapon too, regarding deceit, man. Go to Job 24 and 14. Job 24 and 14. The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor. That's the wicked and needy. And in the night is as a thief, man. So he's that thief, man. The one who killeth, who steal, kill and destroy, man. That's that thief. That's the one in power. That's the ones the earth has been given to the hands of, man. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. This will be the last one. Ecclesiasticus 14:5 through 7. Ecclesiasticus 14:5 through 7. Ecclesiasticus 14:5 through 7. He that is evil to himself, that's the wicked, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods, man. There is none worse than he that envieth himself. Pretty much he hates himself. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. So he don't do it from the heart. He just do it with some kind of motive or ulterior motive. But he don't do it from the heart, because in the heart he's wicked, man. Read that 7 again. And if he doeth good, he doeth unwillingly. And at last he will declare his wickedness. So his wickedness is going to be declared. It's going to be made manifest. And that last verse is a very good one. So if he do anything, is a plan, is an agenda behind it, man. Because he don't do it out of the kindness of his heart, man. And ultimately it's going to really expose his purpose, man. Why he do in this manner, man. Because ultimately he has there's some kind of ulterior motive behind why he do it, directly, indirectly. But that's the characteristic and trait of the wicked, man. And that last verse can be with, for example, surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So he gives out, for example, he gives out a gift, but it's not really a gift, man. It's really something that really is pretend to benefit, but it really doesn't, man. So like I said, he pretends to do good unwillingly, but the reality is there's something more deeper behind it, man. So that's the one of the characteristics of the wicked. But the point is, the one in power is the one that take peace from the earth, man. And that's a certain nation of people relating to Genesis 36. The descendants of Edom, man. Relating to Obadiah, ultimately the demise of them. And Obadiah 1, when that nation is going to be taken out completely, man. Because the Lord has a righteous indignation, a righteous anger towards that particular nation. He has hatred for it. And rightly so, man. With that being said, I hope this helps whoever listens. This is, I'll give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash. This is Brother Zayab, which means wolf. I hope it helps whoever listens. Thawada Shalom. Thanks.